Hi everyone. Thanks for joining me. My name is Rhonda. This is Calm Daisy Tarot. Um, if you're new here, welcome. If you like my style of reading, please hit that subscribe button and join my family here. And always hit that like button as it helps my channel grow. And I guess we're just gonna get right into this. I just felt that I needed to, there's a message that needs to come out for some reason or for somebody. So I'm going to get a couple of my oracle cards and see what situation is wanting to come out. Alright, what's the situation? Spirit, what's the you want the collective to know at this time? Alright, so the first message out, we have, if they do it often, it isn't a mistake, it's just their behavior. Yeah. People show you how they are. Sometimes you have them love blinders on and don't want to see people's what they're showing you, right? And then we also have, I love you and want to be with you, but you need to. Dun dun dun. Well, that's a red flag right there. Somebody's telling you that you need to do something in order for them to love you or be with you. There's stipulations, um, conditions, right? You're supposed to love unconditionally. Unconditionally. So, yeah, if a person does this more than all the time, more, then that's not a mistake. That's just their behavior, right? This person can only love with conditions, right? You have to do what they say, be the way they want. If you want them to love you and be with you, right? Somebody could have shown you this more than once in the past. Alright, so we have Justice, Six of Cups, Ten of Cups, with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so I feel like you have you've been shown the truth about this person, right? With this Justice card here, somebody showed you the truth. The person did. Right here, it says it. If they do it often, then it's not a mistake. It's just their behavior, right? So they've showed you this truth, right? But with the Six of Cups, whoever I'm talking to, still sitting in the Six of Cups energy, which is thinking about this person, missing them, waiting on them. I feel like you want this Ten of Cups with this person, this, you know, happily ever after, long term with this person, right? But you're ignoring the fact that they've already showed you their behavior and they only love with conditions, right? So with this Wheel of Fortune here, this is something about to happen in, it's either this person's karma, this is either you staying on this wheel of bad luck, of toxic relationships, you know what I mean? Because if you don't learn your lesson, then it just keeps coming back to you until you finally do. It'll come back to you with different people, different situations, but it's all going to be the same. There's a lesson here to be learned. This could be something happening in divine timing. Let's see. See what else we got. Spirit, tell me more. Tell me more. And we have the King of Wands. The Seven of Cups. Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So this person, or could be you, is ready to take action when it comes to this relationship or situation. One more. Yeah, the Ace of Swords. So whoever I'm talking to, your person is wanting to come towards you, right? King of Wands is somebody that's that gets shit done, you know, very fiery, very present, social, very, you know, action oriented, get shit done. But I feel like with the Seven of Cups here, and the Ace of Swords, right? They're sitting, they're ready. They're ready to take action, right? They're ready to love you, but you need to do something. You need to do this for them, right? So they're just sitting, waiting, ready, right? They're sitting here with the Seven of Cups energy. They're waiting, like, you know what I mean? Because in the past, you always took their behavior as just a mistake that they're making, right? You took their conditions as in, you know, you need to do this to get loved or be loved. So while this guy's over here leaning back, smoking a cigarette, just waiting and waiting and waiting for you to quit fantasizing and get back together, while they're waiting on that, potential outcome here is the Ace of Swords, right? The truth is going to smack you right in the face. Bam, it already has. You know, this book of secrets, book of truth, right? So you seeing the truth when it comes to this person. So they might be standing there waiting a while because I feel like the Nine of Pentacles. So, this Nine of Pentacles with this Justice, it's like, so some kind of truth is going to come out, right? And I feel like you're going to realize, with this Nine of Pentacles here, yeah, you might have been missing this person. You might have been waiting for this person to come around, excusing their behavior. But the truth shall set you free. You're going to see the truth that, hey, you've done it all on your own. All the love you waited for, you showed yourself. All the nights that you cried alone, you know what I mean? You comforted yourself. You did that. You walked this road alone. You didn't have this person. So either over there waiting with that Seven of Cups for you to make, come towards them. We have the Four of Cups on the bottom. Still waiting. They're still waiting, right? So let's see. Tell me more about the Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Hanged Man. Yeah, so I feel like right now, this truth that's either has came out or is going to soon, is going to make you realize, that you did all this, you got that castle on your own. Like, you walked that walk on your own with no help, right? And you might feel a little stuck right now, a little like you don't know, like you're just stuck, not knowing, not being able to go forward. So you just might just need to take a step back, look at things from a different perspective, right? With this Eight of Pentacles, you've done a lot of work, a lot of soul searching, a lot of shadow work. So if you feel stuck right now, it's only because you're afraid to move forward, or you're comfortable staying where you're at, right? So the only two problems life gives us. So let's see. Think about the Six of Cups, please. The Knight of Swords. And the Emperor in reverse. Yeah. So you're over here missing this person, daydreaming, thinking about them, thinking about, the nostalgia, right? Thinking about them, dreaming about them. But I feel like this nostalgia, this thinking, is you excusing their behavior, right? Because this person's out here with this Knight of Swords, out here ranting and raving, fighting, doing doing whatever makes them happy, right? They might be use their words to abuse you, or just mean with their words, right? With this Emperor in reverse, this person feels like, or they're going to feel like, when you realize all this, if it hasn't already happened, it's getting ready to, this emperor's going to feel like they've lost all control. So they're going to come in all crazy, swinging that sword, right? They're going to be pissed. The emperor in reverse is somebody that feels like they lost control, very controlling, um, right? Very controlling. If you know I love you, but if you want to be loved or you want to be with me, then you're gonna have to do this, right? So this emperor is going to be pissed. This is lack of self-control. Somebody that's very controlling. Um, somebody that abuses their power. All right. So challenge here. We have this Ten of Cups. You know what I mean? This is somebody that was wanting, something long term, something that, family, the picket fence, the whole it's like you're happily ever after, right? Um, but I feel like this is being in your challenge because whoever I'm talking to, your challenge here is like I said, once you see this truth, that you gained all this, you got this castle on your own, right? This Ten of Cups, which usually has a man, a woman, kids, dog, dancing around. This has got one single person jumping freely through the air. So I feel like this is Ten of Cups is in your challenge because your challenge here to get through this, when you get this truth, or when you see, when you see this truth, when you see this reading, maybe as your confirmation that you did this on your own, right? You can have that happily ever after and free all by yourself, right? You give yourself the love that you were looking for, the love that you seek. What's that saying? Spirit, help me remember. Oh, I can't remember. Something about, I don't know. I can't remember. Sorry, guys. All right, so let's clarify this Ten of Cups, please. Tell me about the Ten of Cups, please. One more. Tell me about the Ten of Cups. With the Chariot. Yeah, so as soon as you realize with this Ten of Cups, that you're, the wish fulfillment, the love that you've been waiting for, the love that you've been, know that you deserve. As soon as you turn that inside and know that it's always been right here, you don't have to go anywhere and look for it. It's right there inside you, right? Then you can, then shit's going to move fast. So this is a Chariot in this deck, right? Every success is going to come, opportunities are going to come, things are going to start happening really fast. And then to clarify the Chariot, we have the Nine of Cups, right? This is somebody that's sitting there enjoying their wishes, right? Enjoying all the fruits of their labor, right? Enjoying their peace, their tranquility, their, right? On the bottom of the deck, Temperance, enjoying their peace, their tranquility, they're balanced out, they're, very, Temperance is somebody that's got their shit, like, balanced out, very grounded. Alright, so the intentions here with this Wheel of Fortune, I feel like, are your next step. If you don't get the news, with the justice there. And if you don't get the truth, if you don't see that what you're waiting for, what you're seeking, is all you already have, and get unstuck, then you're going to jump back on this wheel with the Wheel of Fortune here. You're jumping right back on this wheel. Because like I said, you always, until you learn the lesson you're supposed to learn, same situations are always going to come back. Like I said, this is in next step or intention, so this could be somebody's karma. So let's see. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune, please. And we got 2047 on the clock. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Yep, the Last Judgment. And so, with the High Priestess. Yeah, and Temperance again on the bottom of the deck. A lot of major arcanas here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 so far. 6, 7. Wow. Okay, so yeah. We have the Last Judgment coming in under this Wheel of Fortune. So it's time, you know, I mean, it's time to make a judgment call. Like, you know, what are you going to do? Like, are you going to believe the truth, believe what you see, believe the actions, the behaviors? Or are you going to stay stuck in reminiscing in toxic behavior? And, you know, and under judgment, we have the High Priestess. So this saying, you know, now's the time to reflect, look at things from a different perspective with that hangman there. Use your intuition. If something doesn't feel right, it's because it's not. To question it, right? Don't just sit back and be quiet. You're allowed to ask questions, right? So this is somebody that is the keeper of, you know, secrets. This is the book of secrets that she's reading right now. So, like, it's time to make a judgment call, right? Are you gonna listen to the truth that you see, or are you going to ignore it and chalk it up as a mistake? So let's find out about this King of Wands. King of Wands. Yeah, like I said, that's what came up when I first put out the King of Wands. This was on the bottom of the deck, the 4 cups. Now, your outer influence, this person that you're dealing with, this King of Wands, is one that thinks that, you know, shit don't stink, that, you know, I'll just wait for this person to come to me because they always do. I feel like we're going to be waiting a minute. Still waiting, right? Feeling sorry for themselves now, right? Wondering if they made the right choice or said the right thing. Like, so now they're getting in their head. Talking about the 4 cups, the King of Wands. Yeah, with the Page of Swords. Again, Temperance on the bottom of the deck. How'd I shuffle them? Yeah, so with the Page of Swords, that's, this person, and they could be, this king could be watching you, or just waiting for you to come back so they can. The Page of Swords is somebody with her sword down. That's somebody that's hiding something. Somebody that is going to tell a lie, right? If it's up, if your sword's up, it's telling the truth. And it's down like that, they're trying to hide something. All right, so let's see. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, please. We have the Five of Cups with the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So this person's next step, like I said, this King of Wands, very confident, got a lot of ego there, waiting on you, I see waiting on you to come and make this right. They're waiting on you to do what they need you to do so that they can love you, right? But their intentions, I feel like, is with this Five of Cups. If you look at the picture here, like they're waiting on you to come in. I feel like they're going to lie. They're going to speak some kind of whatever they think you want to hear at this time, right? Like working things out, working together. But in all reality, they're just wanting to hurt you again with this Three of Swords on the bottom. See? They're like, yeah, nah. Like they want to pull you in, reel you in, make you think that you got this security, this long term, only to pull it back away, right? Because that's what the Emperor in reverse does. That's somebody that's not healed, somebody that is working from childhood trauma, ego, right? So, tell me about the Ace of Swords for that outcome. We have the Strength. With the World. Two more. Major Arcanas. Okay. So, potential outcome, or what you don't see coming, when all this happens, this truth comes out, right? The Ace of Swords, what's that? That's Spirit saying, bam, here's your sign, bitch, bam, right in the face. You're going to get smacked right in the face with this book of truth, right? So, the potential outcome here, it might go as far as, if you let it, you're going to maybe hurt one more time. I feel like Spirit's saying, if you find the strength that you've gained over the years, you know what I mean? You've already fought your demons. You've already come to, terms, with what you needed to. And actually, I feel like you're way stronger than before last time this person seen you. Like, you would have never done this. You would have never pointed that arrow at them the way you used to be, right? So I feel like this is coming in. It's going to bring an ending to something with this World card, right? So that's either an ending to the situation, an ending to the relationship, an ending to the cycle that you have been on, right? So, we got 29:35 on the clock. All right, let's get real quick. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get one of these real quick and try to get some some advice for you. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. I mean, there's going to be a truth coming in. It smacks you right in the face. You ain't going to be able to miss it, but you can put them blinders on. Chalk it up as mistake. So, you're going to have all the, it's going to be right in front of you, right? So, it's up to you what choice that you make. I'm not telling you to make it either way. You know, this is going to be different for everyone. This is a collective reading. Alright, Spirit, please tell me, give me some advice for my listeners, watch watchers, or otherwise, collective. We have hold your vision, and I do read these from the books, give you guys some, I don't know, advice or something. You are good enough. See? Hold your vision. You're good enough, right? I get one more. Okay, Spirit, one more, please. One more advice for collective. Cross watchers watching. One more, please. Okay. It's time to release negativity. The answers you need are coming on the bottom of the deck. What I say, bitches? What I say? It's going to smack you right in the face. Like, bitch, here's your sign. Okay, hold your vision. Let's find that. Alright, I'm going to read this from the book. From the book. Alright. So this is card means staying power, faith or patience are needed. Avoid stagnation. So you got that you're starting to feel stuck. A personal or professional relationship will be enduring. So I'm just going to read this real quick. And so it says, there are two main possibilities with this card. The first is that you will need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second, very different interpretation, is that something is stuck. That that could well be referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that events move forward. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great, because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in. Be the one to break the deadlock. With two interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection, right? All right, let's see. And you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. So, I don't know. You could be a Virgo, could be talking to a Virgo, you could be dealing with a Virgo. Don't have to be, or you just have Virgo in your chart. Okay, so this is the card about, this card kind of means worrying too much. If when you worry too much about something, it attracts more things to worry about. An apology may be in order. Stop second guessing yourself. Raise your karma by doing something good for somebody else, right? So I'll read this card real quick. It's time to be really honest with yourself and understand what's led you to ask your question. Have you been humble to the point of being self um, effaces? Humility is good, but it can go too far. And drawing this card suggests you may be under uh, underrating yourself. Underrating yourself. You don't have to be flash, just quietly certain that you are good enough. At the other end of the scale, you also need to honestly answer this question. Have you been too picky? The full moon Virgo card needs some truthful answers. Once you've given them, it should be easier to see how you got to see, should be easier to see how you got where you are. Your next step should be more obvious to you. Pay attention to the details. Hard work brings results. So this card is just telling you, it's time to declutter your life, your home life, your office, whatever, because it's time to sort everything out. Okay, and we have it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Again, I could be talking to a Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, or you just have Scorpio in your chart. Don't have to. Full moon in Scorpio. Okay, it's time to release negativity. So this card meaning is it's time to move on from living fearfully to living joyfully. You're right to have your suspicions. Grudges are toxic, so you have to let something go to end an argument. All right. So this card teaches us, says the full moon Scorpio has a sting in its tail. It can herald a vindictive end to a relationship, and it can also be time when we want to be good, but we're naughty. If you pull this card, no matter when, your dark side and your shadow self may be showing. The full moon in Scorpio is also a time for magic. If you were thinking of making some magic, this is your sign to do it. So, this, if you've been feeling paranoid or acting weird, this card is a message to say stop it. Worrying yourself is pointless. It's time to release any negativity that you have around the situation. Um, if anyone has been unkind to you, perhaps it's time for you to release them. This card heralds an emotional, intense time since both the full moon and Scorpio themselves are both extremely intense. It's time for you to feel all your feelings. There could be some nastiness in the air when you pull this card. If that's the case, take it as a sign to move away from anyone or anything you feel is toxic. For some, however, this card has a totally different meaning. Your sex life can improve now if you make an effort. Use your magic. You have all you need inside you to bring about the desired result. But that's what I just said. I said that at the very beginning of the reading. All right. The answers you need are coming. Full moon and Gemini. I'm going to read that one. That's the bottom of the deck real quick. And then we're going to end this reading. We got 37:55 on the clock. Way longer than I wanted, but whatever. So the answers you need are coming. This card is a reminder that it's important to speak your truth, but remember that your words have consequences and impact your listeners. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion. The answers you need may well come soon. The issues you're facing could well be one of the few conversations away from being resolved. If you're inquiring about love situation, a little flirting may be called for. If you're in the middle of an argument, the card comes to you as a reminder of old, very non-Gemini message. Lee said, soonest mended. It's good to talk, but be careful you aren't causing yourself any issues with your words. Right? So this is like a message, don't be superficial. Someone's trying to flirt with you. Um, uh, Maybe you need to laugh off a situation or just move on. This could be if you're. This is about your career. It's job applications have some good prospects. So this card's teaching us that it's easy to say too much. So mind how you go if you pull this card. This card can also indicate an enjoyable social event, and this card also, any studies that you are taking or considering. So there's that. And thanks so much for joining me, guys. Please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you on my next video. Peace out.